channel. If you're new here, my name is Casey, and today's video I'm going to show you my small bathroom renovation. So I actually got a contractor for this renovation, but only for their labor. I took charge of buying the materials and selecting the fixtures. I find it easier for me and actually cheaper. Plus, I find that more often than not, if you get a contractor to build everything, right, although it's easier and probably more convenient and even faster, but more often than not, you don't always have the say, or you have less say in terms of the materials they use and the actual designs, because they're limited to, you know, their suppliers and probably the materials that they already have. And also in this video, I'm going to reveal the total cost that I spent for this small bathroom. Plus, I'm also going to show you how I DIY'd my vanity cabinet. First, let's have a flashback of how this bathroom originally looked like. As you can see, it's very cluttered. Maybe because it's also very small. It's only around 24 square feet. It's definitely an ugly bathroom. What I don't like the most is the floors get dirty very easily. And although I like that the ceiling is high, you don't really get to appreciate that because I guess the tiles are not all the way up the walls. So, quick story, we're not supposed to have a total renovation of the bathroom, but we noticed some stains on the recessed ceiling, you know, that part of the ceiling that covers the pipes, and we knew that there were some leaks there, so we thought there were just some holes or some cracks in the pipes. But when we had it opened, we found out that it wasn't the pipes, but it's actually the waterproofing on the floor of the bathroom upstairs. So we were told that we had to replace the tiles, the floor tiles in the bathroom, and I thought that since we had to do that, then might as well just do everything. I wanted to replace the look of the bathroom anyway. So here you'll see us driving to Wilcon, which has been our favorite shop in the world. Too many nice choices. Oh my god. This one is $245 per piece. So kanina mahimo ra siya 113. Perfect. That's half the price.
Oh no, hindi siya Spain type.
What's the meaning?
Spain na siya.
Spain. Kani? China. But say ka na kuan so far sa mga feedback, okay ra ba?
Okay raman, wala.
Wala ra may issue. So mahal jud ang Spain. Sige. So ang ending, we're still going for the Spanish or Spain. We're still going for the Spain tiles. Mas guwapa gid siya actually, but they're more expensive, like times 2. Because katong China type, they don't have enough stock for the number of tiles I need. Very, very pretty. So after about 4 hours of shopping in Wilcon, we come home with a bunch of heavy boxes that we had to unload from the car. I ended up getting the Spain tiles, which actually cost more than the China tiles, but I love them so much. They're so pretty. I went for the cement look for the floor tiles, which was a white gray kind of tiles. They're very, very pretty. And then a satin white for the wall tiles. But I also added a white accent tiles for one side of the walls, which I'm sure would look absolutely gorgeous. So altogether, the total cost for the tiles was around $24,500. And as soon as we got the materials, the guys started the demo. I was so excited to let go of this ugly toilet. The new one I bought from Wilcon cost around $7,000. And here you'd see them started to work on the waterproofing. Ang floor na butang waterproofing yan,
ang bigyan kaya hindi na siya mapasok. Kanya rin butang tigil.
So guys, if you have a bathroom upstairs, make sure the floor is absolutely waterproofed. So I've noticed that this is a common problem of our neighbors around Casamira. So I think the developers did a terrible job at this. Typically, it should only take 2 to 3 days to finish working on a small bathroom like this. But it got extended to more than a week, a little less than 2 weeks, because the contractor was also dependent on the availability of the items I ordered online. We paid a total of $34,000 to the contractor, but that includes the material for waterproofing, tile adhesive, plumbing, and of course the labor for the bathroom and the ceiling. So one thing that I decided to build on my own is a bathroom vanity cabinet. Vanity cabinets could be expensive and I wanted to stay within budget for this renovation. I'm also using some scrap plywood that I have available. So here you'll see me just cutting them to size. So this is fairly easy and DIY beginner-friendly project. I was building the cabinet while the workers were also finishing the ceiling and the bathroom.
Masag-usap na yung ano. Daga na siya color dahil.
Oh!
Ano ba dahil?
Change. Okay, nice. Kaya mo siya So after getting amused finding out that the lights that I bought was actually tricolor, I went back to finishing my cabinet. Since this cabinet is going to be in the bathroom, it's important that the plywood is sealed properly with a good finish of paint. First, I applied a primer on both sides. This process is definitely my least favorite because I use latex for paints and it takes a long time to dry. Here you see me waking up in the middle of the night, just patching up those imperfections with some paint putty. And then the following morning is just a process of sanding and then applying the second coat and then sanding again. It's just crazy. And for the third and final coat, I decided to change the roller finally. I hated the first one I got. It was a little cheaper than this one, but it was terrible. It left some fiber on the surface of the wood, so I had to change it. I was so tempted to use a water-based paint because it's going to be quicker to dry, easier to use. But since this is going to be in the bathroom and it's definitely going to get wet, I know that the long drying process of latex would still be worth it in the long run. They look so much better. Okay, I'm so happy with this new roller. It's from Stanley. It's a gloss paint mini roller refill. The whole renovation was almost done, so I better hurry and finish this cabinet. I wasn't able to film how I assembled this, but this is pretty easy. Just have to attach each piece using butt joints. I also decided to add another piece of wood that would attach both sides to add some additional support. This is so that the countertop and the lavatory will have something solid on. Also, can I just say that I was super excited to use this new pocket hole jig. They definitely came in handy, made my life so much easier. Plus, I know that pocket holes make a stronger joinery. And can I just mention that most of the tools you see in this project, it's actually my first time using them. Now that the frame is done, it's time to make the door. So I'm actually using a 1/4 inch plywood and some 1x2s to frame the plywood. And I do not own a miter saw yet, so I'm cutting the 45-degree by hand. And man, it's such a workout. But I guess they turned out good, don't they? To attach the frame to the plywood, I just use a bunch of wood glue. I didn't use nails anymore because I know that wood glue is super strong. I just had to make sure that I put glue on the edges and on both sides, on the plywood and on the 1x2s. And then I saw a bunch of trim wood lying around the garage, so I thought of using them to style the door. So I cut them into size, and then just using a scrap trim wood, I use that as a spacer and glue them to the plywood. And I also used some wood filler to cover the gaps where the wood would connect, and use a clamp to make sure that the trim sticks to the plywood. And then after about 30 minutes, the wood filler dries and it's time to sand everything. And again, this is a lengthy process. You had to make sure that you remove the excess wood filler. I sort of actually regretted, using wood filler at this point because it was so hard to get to those crevices. And for painting the door, I actually used a paintbrush this time instead of a roller because it's just easier that way because of the wood panel design. And then again, we're back to that sanding, painting, waiting, sanding, painting, waiting process. Once it's all dried up, it's time to attach the hinges. This is the part that I actually was a bit nervous because it's so easy to mess this up. But after watching several tutorials, I figured it out and was very happy how it turned out. And then the glass partition finally came. So they are a separate contractor. They were also the cheapest that I could find. The total cost of the glass and the installation is $16,500. So back to the cabinet door, I drilled a hole for the handle using a countersink drill and a screwdriver. And now that the door is finished, it's time to attach them to the cabinet. This is also a fairly easy process. As you can see me there, it's just a matter of trial and error. It just takes a few adjustments to make sure that they align and that they close perfectly.
I'm going to show you around the specific areas. There's really not much to show because, again, this is a very small bathroom, but I wanted to highlight some of the things that I'm very proud of.
So most of the fixtures here I ordered online from Lazada and Shopee because these are items that I specifically like and I couldn't find them in any local stores. The total cost of these items, including the shower set, the lavatory, the faucet, some bathroom fixtures, and some decorations, was around 13,500. So that brings the total renovation cost to 95,500 pesos.
So for my bathroom, just like my kitchen, I just really wanted it to be simple, white, very clean, very sleek, because again, I'm working with a very small space, so I have to be wise and again picky with the type of items that I place here, the number of items that I can have in the bathroom. And I find that white and gold complement each other. I could have gone for the chrome metal for the fixtures. I think it would have been easier to find complementing fixtures on that, but I was imagining and thinking that it would really look too bland, I guess, or too plain if it's just all going to be white and chrome. So I thought of spicing it up a little bit by having gold or brass in the fixtures and just be consistent with it. So there you go. I hope that you guys enjoy this video. Looking forward to really building some more DIYs now that I have a little bit of confidence to start new projects. So watch out for more videos because I sure will give you more content about DIYs coming from someone like me who never had any experience building anything before. I've been very much inspired building my own furniture, especially if you own a tiny house. It really does have a lot of value when you build your own rather than having the hard time finding a furniture or a piece that would perfectly fit a certain area in your house. So that's it. What do you guys think of the new look of my small bathroom? Let me know in the comment section below. And if you do like this video and if you want to see more content like this, let me know. Hit that like button and even consider subscribing to my channel if you want. Again, my name is KZ and see you in my next video.